dramatic lighting because we have this, a new, or brand new 2026 Mondraker Crafty R. And I should have one of these or on test in the next week or so. And I've got Mario here to tell me all about the bike. So this is the Mondraker Crafty R. What size is this?
ML.
ML. What is ML?
È una taglia intermedia tra la M e la L.
Okay, so it's an intermediary size between M and L. The L of these bikes is very big.
Sì, esatto.
Bigger than an L of a normal bike. It's got the same rear center as the L, but the front is a bit shorter. Okay.
Esatto, yes.
So it keeps the stability, but a little bit more maneuverable. It's 29-inch wheels, front and rear. Can you do mullet?
No.
You can't do mullet, okay? I love mullets.
Hai flip chip però.
But you have the flip chip, so you can change the dynamic of the suspension. That's interesting. Don't forget the video is sponsored by Liat. This is a Gravity 6 helmet. It's actually become my favorite helmet to wear recently. And yeah, back to the video. Let's talk about the suspension on the rear. How much travel?
150.
So 150 mils of travel, okay? Solo 150?
150. 160 all'anteriore.
Okay, so you've got 160 on the front. This is an important number, actually, 160, 150. So, wait a second, is it a trail bike or an enduro bike?
All mountain enduro. Mondraker la classifica enduro.
Okay, so Mondraker classify it as an enduro bike.
Yes.
So you don't need 170. Non ci serve 170.
No, teoria no. Esiste una versione da 170 che è l'XR.
So the XR version is 170 on the front, but do you think you gain much with that?
Secondo me l'equilibrio si raggiunge 160-150. E poi hanno fatto un altro aggiornamento interessante, le ruote adesso escono 2,5 di larghezza. La bici è molto agile, molto giocosa.
There's a version of 2.5 inch on the tire, and that means that the bike becomes more agile, and 160, 150 according to Mario is probably about the perfect balance point, interestingly. But what's new about this? I can see there's a few new features. First of all, I noticed this.
È il nuovo display 400, sì?
Right,
integrato.
So this is the very first bike that I've seen with 400. When I looked at the display, quando io ho visto il display,
bella qualità, ti sembra?
Very good quality, ma
ok,
mi sembra it's a Kiox 300 with a different layout.
Ah sì, però finalmente non abbiamo più il cockpit ingombrato dal display.
So basically it's an adapted 300 which has been placed in there.
È probabile.
There's more that you've got here, a little USB charging finally. Not that I've ever used it.
No, non penso.
But we've still got the mini remotes.
Sì.
Can I say this is not my favorite remote?
No, neanche il mio.
I like it, as in it functions well.
È molto fragile.
But it's fragile, yes. We all know it's a little fragile, so
sì.
Hopefully Bosch will update this because...
non lo so.
But we don't know. But it's the only negative point, I'd say, of the Bosch system.
È l'unico punto veramente delicato.
Yeah, so you have to be careful. You can't, it's a delicate point, as Mario just said, you can't turn the bike upside down, you can't do all kinds of things.
Comunque, se si rompe te lo cambiano subito in garanzia senza dire niente.
Okay, but it's worth knowing that if you do break it, they'll change it immediately.
No problem.
Warranty. So, headset cable routing? No.
Yes.
Okay, serious question. We often complain about headset cable routing. In reality,
sì.
What happens if the cables go through the headset? I see that you can if you want, I think, but,
sì.
But is it really slow? Does it really slow down maintenance?
È molto più semplice così come è fatta adesso.
Okay, it's much simpler like this.
Ma è anche più sicura forse perché il passaggio di qui, guarda, è complicato.
Okay, also it's a bit more safer because the cables that pass through, it's more complicated because also you have to have a sleeve inside so you don't get cable wear.
Se tutti i cavi non sono esattamente al loro posto, un danno ci può venire fuori.
So basically if the cables are not in their exact precise place, you can actually damage them. So it's important to do that so it speeds up the mechanic's job.
Sicuramente.
Obviously we've got a Bosch motor. Now I'm one of the rare people, because there aren't many of us yet, who have tried the 100 Newton meter
sì.
update. Does this bike have it yet or not?
No.
Okay, so none of the bikes on the market had the 100 Nm update. We've got the Bosch Motor there. Just done a video on motor.it, which I'll leave a link in the description, all about testing the range. 2,200 meters
Sì.
with a Crafty.
Ok.
Not this version, but the previous version. And it probably, for every 250 meters, it was 13% of the battery with the 600 watt peak. But what I would like to say is that I don't think I needed more power.
No, non
or
penso
torque.
neanch'io. Penso neanch'io.
So you don't think that either?
No, ma se te guardi il report di diagnosi delle queste biciclette in officina, usano la maggior parte 60 Nm, 65 Nm,
Okay.
non usano tutti i motori.
So when Mario looks at the reports off the diagnosis from the computer in the workshop, he often sees that most people, most of the time, use about 60 Newton meters and stay pretty low on their
Su
consumption.
questa bicicletta.
So on this type of bike.
Ok, c'è differenza, questa scorre tanto, tu hai visto il carro
Yeah.
ha tanta trazione.
Yeah, this obviously it depends on the bike because what is the suspension style on this? What is this? Because it's not a VPP, is it DW?
È un VPP reinterpretato.
Oh, it's an interpreted
Sì,
VPP.
Sì, sì.
I have to say, when I've done like drops and stuff, it feels bottomless.
È proprio il limite che aveva il vecchio carro. Il vecchio carro, nell'ultima parte di compressione, o andavi a fondo o dovevi mettere i riduttori di volume, era troppo duro.
Okay, so the old version, so the 2024 version,
Yes.
the 2024 version had a bit of an issue where you could easily bottom out the suspension, and then if you put tokens in, then it would become a little bit too hard. Whereas they've resolved that dynamic with this version. That's brilliant. So the base level has SRAM 70, ZEB base level, but it still sounds like a good quality build.
Sì, sì, ma costa anche un bel po' meno. Siamo in Italia a 6.600,
Okay.
6.599 per la S.
6,590 for the S version. That's amazing.
E questa qui 7.699, però abbiamo anche il gruppo SRAM S1000.
Okay, so this is
ISS.
7,699, but we have the S1000 wireless shifting. Got some nice brakes on here.
Sì, molto, molto. Questi sono la versione base,
So there's a base version of the Maven brake,
ma hanno una pasticca così, cioè questi frenano.
but these have a really large pad for stopping, so these really brake.
L'unica cosa che a me personalmente non piace,
The only thing I don't like,
ok, è che hanno messo i centerline di dischi.
that they've put centerline discs. So,
Qui ci volevano gli HS2.
so really you need the HS2 discs. Instead they put the center lines. Saving money.
Sì, certo, per cosa? Se no...
Well, can we really call it saving money on a bike that costs 7,699?
Vabbè, sai com'è.
The bike industry. Oh my God, come on, bike industry. We've got a Fox 38 here, not the Rhythm. It looks really nice. The colorway on this bike looks amazing. The Bosch motor, which will be upgradable in about 15 days to the 100 Newton meters, or maybe tomorrow. 800 watt hour battery, so no complaining about the range.
E 23,9 kg, siamo un po' scesi come peso.
Okay, so this version, the ML, we're at 23.9 kilos, which is not too bad. If we had a 600 watt hour battery, se abbiamo avuto una 600 watt ora, meglio o no?
Dobbiamo vedere con il nuovo firmware cosa succederà.
Okay, we need to see with the new firmware what will happen, because the problem we've got is range, no?
Esatto.
Everyone wants a 800 watt hour battery, and then they say, well, hang on a minute, I want 100 Newton meters, because DJI have it and all these others. I have to say something about DJI, obviously, best motor in the world. And wait, I've got an amazing video coming soon. You'll see the video and you're going to laugh. Anyway, so it's consumption, 25% increase in consumption, according to Bosch. Do your clients, or do people who buy these bikes, want more power?
Più potenza? No.
They don't want more power.
No, allora, chi ha questa bicicletta è soddisfatto degli 85 Nm.
So everyone who's got these type of bikes is satisfied with 85 Nm.
Sì. E non li utilizza neanche tutti.
And they don't even all use the 85
Può
Nm.
avere un senso magari in ambiente racing o per semplice piacere di avere 100 Nm, ma non li usi. Te riusciresti a guidarla a 100 Nm in salita su un sentiero tecnico?
No.
Allora.
So he's asked me, can you climb up a steep hill in 100 Nm mode? Even though the traction of this motor is amazing, I would say it's not necessary. I find EMTB is perfect.
Bravo, è preciso.
Or even come one step down to a plus.
Sì. No, è quello. Io mi trovo a consegnare le biciclette nuove per ricordare alla gente, guarda che è una bicicletta.
Okay, I find myself often passing bikes on to the new customers, and I always tell them, hey, remember, this is a bicycle, it's not a motorbike.
Esatto.
Okay, question. We've had somebody try the DJI here. We had the DJI Rep. What did you think? Did you think, oh my God, we need more power? Or did you think...
No, troppa.
You thought it was too much?
No, vai su una ruota. Ma
Okay, basically it was like lifting up, yeah, it was like just unnecessary.
No, non è necessario, capisco l'idea.
I understand the idea.
Ma non è questa o un'altra come questa, è la dimostrazione che non serve tutta quella potenza.
So basically a bike like this is just a demonstration that you don't need it.
Cioè, dal mio punto di vista non c'è niente di male, ma sto dicendo che a mio modo di vedere questa basta.
So from my point of view, there's nothing bad about the DJI, but at the end of the day, you don't need it. I'm going to now go and get a test bike of one of these, or the version which is very similar, and we're going to have a lot of riding, building, fixing, I don't know, lots of things on it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.